What's happening, everybody? It's me, Troy, and I'm here, of course, with another video on this glorious Sunday afternoon. Child, listen, honestly, I want to take a nap right now. I feel I want to turn on a fan and take a freaking nap. It's perfect for a little cat nap. Yeah, but it's Sunday. I'm here. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to stop. Something in my brain's like, let's make a video. It's Sunday. Let's hit it up again and talk to the people out there. But yeah, I come to share the two books that I entered May reading and closed the first week of May, having finished somewhat, 1.5 to a degree. So let's go ahead and just get into it. Once again, I thank y'all for being here and joining me on this quest. And you know how I get what I give. So the first book that I began reading was the book that I left off April attempting to read, but it bled over, which was The Body in the Library by Agatha Christie. That is the second book in her Miss Marple series, and of course this is a bind of about 5 books in the Miss Marple world tour de force whodunit mystery series. And The Body in the Library is in the back portions of this book, but I actually checked out a copy in my public library of the book singularly because the print it's not bad, but it's kind of squishy and too close together, but whatever. The Body in the Library has to do with this woman named Miss Bantry who discovers a body in her library. Literally, you know, she's a sophisticated socialite, wealthy woman, but she happens to be friends with our intrepid amateur sleuth, elderly amateur sleuth, Miss Marple. And so the thing about Miss Bantry is that she is, instead of being repelled by the idea that she's waking up to a body of which was a dance hall girl in her library who has been strangled, she's much more excited about the fact that there's something to be solved. And because she's friends with Miss Marple and knows of Miss Marple's prowess for solving crime, she gathers Miss Marple in, you know, quickly to pretty much just, girl, I don't know, go ham on solving this case. I don't know, weirds, right? But the same issue I had with the first Miss Marple book occurred here, where I was completely bored. I told y'all, with the Agatha Christie books, they are very much hit or miss with me. So far, the Poirot books that I have read have not turned me off as much. How many have I read anyway? 2 of them. They were really good. Murder on the Links is his second adventure, and I kind of got bored with that too. But Agatha Christie, like I said, she's hit or miss. I crave the stories, you know, the classics, but sometimes they just don't work well for me. But the issue that I'm having with the Miss Marple series, in which I read the first book, The Murder at the Vicarage, a couple years ago, is that there's not enough Miss Marple in the books to me. You know, I read these books with the intention, or attempt to read the books with the intention of seeing the crime almost solely through the eyes of Miss Marple. You know, I want to hear her voice. I want to hear her perspective. I want to indulge myself in her own unique form of, as I said, investigative prowess. But instead, the majority or primary chunks of the book have much more to do with watching the police detectives. I believe some of them crossing through each various books, but I can't recall from the first book. But watching them do the work. And so, just like with the first book, I found myself getting a good ways through trying to get connected to all the suspects and all the characters and just what it was that the premise was laying out for the reader. And then it came a point where I was like, well, let's kind of skim through here because I want to see what Miss Marple has to say about this. Like, where is she at in the text? Like, I want to get to her through her eyes, her point of view. And so I skimmed through toward the end of the book because I was bored. I was bored. I really wanted that unique. I really wanted to indulge in the mystery underneath the unique umbrella of, like I said, Miss Marple's investigative prowess. And I'm not really interested in hunting for it, if you will. So I don't know if I'm going to continue with more Agatha Christie's. I've been let down a couple of times, and I don't know if Miss Marple is going to sell me. I would ask that those who do love Miss Marple to please give me some recommendations, because I'm about ready to let her go. I'm about ready to put her in the nursing home. had them automatically debit out my account to keep her in there, and I'll bring her some house shoes and slippers monthly and just check on her. But me and Miss Marple are not going to be going on any more adventures at this point unless somebody can tell me where I can find a good nurse to keep her at home for her hospitality reasons. I'm making up stuff at this point, but just let me know if you know a bit, you know, just, you know what I'm saying. You Miss Marple readers, please help me find one of these books to read, because she getting one more shot and I'm gonna be like, I don't know what I can't get with it. I used to enjoy watching the kind of like the variations of her on TV, but the books, I don't know, child. The books don't work for me, honestly.